Welcome to the Belfry and Week 5 on the American Golf Championship Tour as we continue a journey that started with months of free-to-enter qualifying events across the UK and Ireland, involving over 7,500 players competing in this season's 17 tournament categories on one of the most diverse golf tours on the planet. And here on Sky Sports we're following the fortunes of the 252 players who qualified for our 3 grand finals. We've already crowned winners in the Junior Championship at Gainsborough Golf Club with Ollie McAvoy, Sam McIntyre, Madeline Smith, Nathan Newton and overall winner Aaron Mahan, becoming the first names on this season's honours board. Haythrop Park Resort hosted the Long Drive Championship, where Charles Siao, Ilona Stubley and Dan Connick booked their tickets to the World Finals in the USA. And then the tour landed here at the Belfry, where our remaining 176 grand finalists get to follow in the footsteps of the Ryder Cup legends that have graced this course down the years. Last week we had an eclectic mix of events as 3 new tournaments joined the calendar and another group of winners took their places on the Championship Tour honours board. Sean Mason won the par 3 shootout on our specially prepared short course on the Brabazon. Simon Lee and Stephen Jerish were victorious on the Ryder Legends mini golf course here at the Belfry to claim the inaugural Adventure Golf title in a keenly contested final. And father and son team Ian and James Fox became the first players to claim a place at the American Golf Tournament of Champions in Mauritius by winning the Family Championship. With our new winners joining the other champions from the season on the Tour Honours Board, making that 12 titles claimed so far, leaving 5 trophies still up for grabs. And so we move on into the next event on the calendar with another group of grand finalists playing for that Tournament of Champions place in this week's feature competition, the Ladies' Championship. Back for another year after the massive success of last year's inaugural event. In 2016, the ladies' tournament made a memorable debut on the tour here at the Belfry, where the players put on a great show. And after 2 tightly contested rounds, Sussex pairing Maggie Hopkins and Sarah Cooper-Olsen claimed the title, and they're back this year to defend it. Gemma Kerr spoke to the champions ahead of their first round.
Defending champions, how does it feel to be back?
It feels amazing to be back. we've had a fantastic year. We've been treated like royalty.
And have you done any special preparations or any training ahead of today?
I'm afraid we haven't, no. I've had a knee replacement, so I suppose that's some kind of preparation, maybe. But we haven't actually played that much this year.
So maybe we haven't got our A game, but we're still going to
give it a go.
And give it a go.
Yeah.
There you go. So what is the goal for today?
To keep the ball in play and to have a laugh. We like
Yes.
having a laugh.
I do get that impression, I'm going to be honest. So what can people expect that maybe if this is their first time, what's the tournament like?
Oh, the first tee, yes.
Oh, yes.
First tee last year.
My first shot was an air shot.
But she
I'm
missed the ball
hoping
completely
it won't
on the
happen
first tee,
this year.
Sky filming it, and she missed it.
I mean, not to put you off, but we do have our slow-mo cameras on the first tee today. Okay, well have a brilliant day. Good luck in defending your title.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you.
The Ladies' Championship has proved to be a very popular event across the country, providing a rare opportunity for female amateur golfers to experience a tournament on this scale. Here's American Golf Events Manager Matt Bacon to tell us more.
The Ladies' Championship this year has got even stronger. Last year was such a great success, so this year we've had to put on more qualifiers around the country to keep up with the demand. We were overwhelmed by the level of interest. We want to shout about the ladies' game, you know, we want more ladies getting into golf and playing golf, getting handicaps, joining golf clubs, working their way up. Some of the ladies that we've seen in our tournaments this year have been some of the best players over all our tournaments, and you'll see in the programme the fun, the competitiveness, but the enjoyment. The ladies play with great spirit. The new format for the semis and the finals is going to be amazing to watch. It's going to be 4-ball match play, just like the Solheim Cup.
And this is the format for the grand final of the Ladies' Championship. The teams played 27 holes over 2 days, with Stableford scoring off 9/10 of their handicap. And after that qualification phase, the top 4 teams progressed to a final day, and the 9-hole knockout match play semi-finals and finals played on the Brabazon. Time now to head to the first tee on the PGA course, though, to hear from some of the teams.
We're just going to enjoy the whole experience of it. There's a lot of friendliness amongst the girls. Everybody is supporting each other, which is really nice.
And the courses are fabulous, just fabulous to play. A really nice course. We feel like we're on tour.
We're really, really excited. We're thrilled to bits.
Yeah, it's lovely, and all the messages of support we're getting from members of the golf club and our families is really, really good.
Absolutely excellent, fantastic.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, I've been having texts all morning saying where are you? So yeah, we're excited to start the day, aren't we?
Very excited.
It's absolutely awesome. Coming through and seeing the Belfry sign at the front was just amazing, and then seeing all the pictures of the Ryder Cup golfers, it was just it's really good.
And do you have any expectations for the tournament?
No, just to enjoy it.
That's the main game plan?
Yes.
So they've done a great job in setting this up. They're obviously well used to doing tournaments like this, so it's a lovely fun event.
Yes.
I love the way it's structured, so yeah, it's all exciting.
This morning over breakfast, I think we got that many texts and emails from people wishing us good luck. Thanks very much for your support. It's really great. You've spoilt us, and thanks for your support. And no, it's great.
So what are your dynamics together?
Oh, very easy. I just tell her to get up 3 pointers and I'll get the 2 and we're fine. It works wonders.
Once we know she's the boss, we're okay.
She does as I tell her, it's fine.
We have played together as a team before because we played tennis together. So we're used to playing together and working as a team, so I think we'll dovetail quite nicely.
So red, white and black I'm seeing. Is there a reason behind the colours?
It's just our golf club strip, really, so we thought we'd show our golf club off. So
Husband supports United as well, so Man United.
He's winning him over. What would it mean if you did do well here today?
Oh, it would be brilliant. Again, we never expected to be here. I mean, a pure surprise that we've got, and we're just here to enjoy it and all. But I mean, we do want to go to Mauritius.
Oh, we do. We've looked it up. We've looked it up on the map. We know where it is.
What are your expectations for the day today?
I can't say what I normally say, can I? Which is not to duff it off the first tee and not come last, and I'm happy after that.
I think we just to enjoy it out, really. We
Yeah.
can only do as best, can't we, on the day? So as long as we enjoy it and we do the best we can, then I think that's all we can ask for, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And what would it mean to you if you did do well here today?
I'd probably cry on telly.
Day one at the Ladies' Championship opened with 9 holes on the PGA course here at the Belfry. Good to get a score on the board, but with 18 holes to come tomorrow on the Brabazon, it wasn't a deal breaker. At least that's what defending champions Sarah Cooper-Olsen and Maggie Hopkins were telling themselves. Not a great start to their title defence, with only 12 points on the card. As always though, they maintained a refreshingly chipper outlook, but they're going to need a big round tomorrow to make top 4. A strong Irish contingent made the trip to the Midlands after qualifying at Swords Golf Club earlier this year. The best of the Irish pairings were Kay Farrell and Orla McGuinness, finishing day one in 4th place on 19 points. 2 teams tied second on 21 points. Windlesham Golf Club duo Catherine Naylor and Susie Hedges were only a whisker away from 22 points. But this chip from Catherine just wouldn't drop. A great round though from a pair who have never played in anything like this before, but set up nicely for tomorrow's fun on the Brabazon. Sharing second place were Rebecca O'Grady and Sarah Chapman. Becky has tour previous. You might recognise her from the Long Drive Grand Final a few weeks ago, and she and Sarah happily smashed their way to 21 points. Top honours on day one though belonged to Rochdale Golf Club's Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy, playing alongside Becky and Sarah and playing well. In breezy conditions it was a battling 22 points to lead the field into the second day. Both players contributing to the score, although by Michelle's own admittance, it was Lisa who really drove the team on. So the first 9 holes came to a close with the leaderboard looking like this and looking very healthy indeed for the top 4. Yes, a lot can happen on a beast like the Brabazon, especially with wind and rain forecast on day 2, but they have a very handy cushion over that chasing pack. Defending champions Hopkins and Cooper-Olsen did manage to put a positive spin on the day, but an early exit looks imminent. Time to hear from a very special guest now at the Ladies' Championship, Sky Sports' Henny Goyer.
This year I've mainly been out on the road at tournaments, Solheim Cup, on-course commentary, which was a new role for me, and in the studio as well, a mixture of presenting and guest work. So a lot of golf, and I've seen a lot of golf, and it's been busy but a brilliant year. It's amazing, you know, to have this event to bring so many different people from different areas of golf here, just to see the mixture of people all enjoying the game that we love and being able to compete against each other and to enjoy a fantastic course like this. It's just great to see, and it's what golf's all about. It's so good to have the women here as well. You know, we're always trying to grow women's golf, and there was a young girl last night at dinner who had driven it 320 yards, and none of the men could even come close or compete, and they were all in awe of that. And I think she beat them all at golf darts as well. So to have women and young girls here, we just want more and more women and young girls playing as much as we can. So just the main messages are that it's not scary. Obviously golf courses can be daunting sometimes, but if you get a group of friends together and you get out on the course and just enjoy it for what it is, and I think that's the thing, we all love golf, we all enjoy golf, and to know that it's open and available to all is brilliant. I'm quite jealous that I'm not playing actually, but yeah, at the end of this they're competing for a week at Heritage Golf Resorts in Mauritius, which is the home venue of the Mauritius Open this year. So they get to play on the course that the pros get to play on later on this year, so what an amazing prize.
Round 2, and it was out onto the mighty Brabazon, and a chance for the players to follow in some pretty impressive golfing footsteps and have a shot or two shown on Sky Sports for posterity, like this cracker across the water at 18 from Colette Kane. It was a battle to claim one of the top 4 places on day 2, and with a final total of 41 points, 3 teams got close, tied for 6th. Fifers Sue Horn and Elaine Mitchell put up a terrific performance, but just came up short. Elizabeth Benson and Anne Tertiac also had a moment or two where a top 4 finish looked possible, but a 30-pointer in round 2 left them 7 points short of the semis. They fought hard, but a lack of time on the golf course leading up to the grand final left defending champions Sarah and Maggie without that little bit of magic that took them to glory last year. But did it get them down? Of course not. The champions out on day 2, but they've been great ambassadors for the women's game. So close, but yet so far. In 5th place, Kate Parker and Ruth Stafford played some great golf on the Brabazon for 32 points, the 3rd best score on the day. But that day 1 13 left them 3 points short of the semi-finals. Finishing in style at 18 though, always good in front of the cameras. And so to our qualifiers, 48 points was good enough to see Irish duo Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell through to the 9-hole match play semi-finals. With handicaps of 16 and 24 respectively, the Brabazon is a massive test, but they came through it with flying colours. Both players also know how to finish a hole when it comes to putting, another factor that could work very well in their favour tomorrow. Add to that the handicaps giving them some shots out on course, and they could be dangerous opponents in the knockout rounds. Just a single point better off on their final total, Catherine Naylor and Susie Hedges on 49 points continued to defy their nerves to play very well indeed. This tournament represents completely uncharted waters for the pair, and as for match play, it's a real step into the unknown. Top 4 though for now, and a great result. 2 teams made it into the 60s for 27 holes. Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy displayed some good old-fashioned northern grit, combined with some classy touches to fashion a fabulous 18-hole score of 39 points to go with their day 1 leading total of 22. Playing off handicaps of 11 and 9 could also work in their favour, and as a team, they look very comfortable plotting their way around the track. It'll be fascinating to see how that transfers to the cut and thrust of match play golf. The best of the best after 27 holes though were Becky O'Grady and Sarah Chapman, who'll be even more excited now after getting the ball round the Brabazon for a cracking 41 points to finish with 62 overall, leaving them in that sometimes unenviable position of going into the final day as favourites. For now though, time to bask in the warm glow of a great day's golf, putting them to the top of the tree. Confirmation then of that top 10 at the end of day 2 in the American Golf Ladies Championship. We say goodbye to the 2016 champions, but congratulations to our top 4 as number 1 seeds O'Grady and Chapman take on McGuinness and Farrell in semi-final 1, with Black and Duffy going head-to-head with Naylor and Hedges for a place in the grand final. It's all to play for after the break, but this time with no safety nets. Knockout semi-final action coming up on the front nine of the Brabazon as our remaining teams bid to take a step closer to becoming the new name on this year's American Golf Ladies Championship trophy, right here on Sky Sports. Welcome back to the Belfry and the American Golf Ladies Championship. It's semi-finals time as the top four pairs head to the first tee on the Brabazon for the 9-hole match play knockout phase of the tournament. And this is how the pairs line up for the semis. In the first matchup, the top seeds Rebecca O'Grady and Sarah Chapman take on the number 4 seeds, Irish pairing of Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell. And in semi 2, Rochdale Golf Club's Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy, the number 2 seeds, will have their work cut out against the number 3 seeds, Catherine Naylor and Susie Hedges. Let's get to the action then in semi-final 1. Gemma Kerr is with the players.
So we're here at the Belfry, you're through to the semi-finals. How does that feel?
We're happy. Yeah, of course we are. We're over the moon about it. Yeah,
very excited.
Slightly nervous this morning, but that's understandable. But yeah, we're really, really excited.
And do you have a game plan going into today?
The game plan is that I hope I play well, but that's it really, just to enjoy it and just see what happens really.
And how's the experience been so far for you both?
Oh, it's been great, and it was just only said this morning that everything that American Golf's put on, and you know the venue and everything, it's just brilliant. We've had a really good time and a bit of fun, you know, with the events on the evening, and yeah, it's been fantastic.
And finally, any fighting words before you step up to the tee?
Smash it!
How does it feel, ladies, to have made it through to the semi-finals?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
We're so happy, so excited. It's a real bonus, isn't it, to get here?
I can't say not expected, but it wasn't expected, but we're delighted, absolutely.
And can you give me a little recap of your game so far? How's the experience been?
We were surprised to do as well as we did, I think.
We did well the first day, didn't do so good yesterday, but it was good enough, so that's what matters at the end of the day.
And what do you make of your opponents?
They played very well last night or yesterday. So
I think it's on the day. That's the one thing we've had for the last 2 days. It's just whatever way your game goes on the day.
And do you have any fighting words before you step up to the tee?
No. We're just looking forward to it. Looking forward.
Looking for some luck. That's what we're looking for.
On we go with semi-final 1 then, and fascinating to see how things can change going into a match play situation. Number 1 seeds and low handicappers Becky O'Grady and Sarah Chapman knew that against high handicappers Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell, just about every putt was going to count. The first putt to fall into that category was that one from Sarah Chapman, and it fell into the hole. Hole halved and onto the 297-yard par 4 second, all square. In long drive terms, Becky O'Grady could make this distance in her sleep, but she couldn't make that count, and Kay Farrell's superb chip put she and Orla McGuinness in a great position. A position, that is, where Kay could show off her putting skills, leaving Becky to consider an early deficit. Kay putted this team into the grand final at Swords Golf Club in Dublin earlier this summer and knocked this one in to go one up. Onto the majestic par 5 third next, finishing across the water and in a wee bit of bother on this hole. What else to do but take a selfie? Social media updated, it was back to the task in hand, namely saving the hole with a half from a tough position. Captain Orla to the rescue. Hashtag drained it. And on to the fourth, still one up. At the 353-yard par 4 fourth, Becky O'Grady was left with this really tricky putt to square the match. And under pressure, she took the chance well. With the number 1 seeds back in business, it was another par 4 next up, the 326-yard fifth. Sarah Chapman came to the party with a fantastic approach. And teammate Becky followed her in to surround the flag. Opponents Orla and Kay both had shots to play with, and they used them well. Orla from the sand made sure she was in the mix to cover anything that Sarah or Becky did. Becky duly made her par, meaning Orla needed to cover that with her putt to keep she and Kay on level terms, and it was never in doubt? Never in doubt. Less superhero with that one and more Sunday medal, but they all count. It was another half. All square down the watery par 4 sixth, which at 358 yards can be a test. Again, with shots in hand, Orla and Kay were pushing for the lead, and despite Orla just missing out, they could still go one up again. Sarah left with this putt for a half. She gave it a go, but couldn't stop the Irish pair moving back into the lead. The 116-yard par 3 7th across the water is the first short hole on the Brabazon, and Orla found the dance floor with her tee shot. And that left Sarah and Becky no room for error. Sarah also found the green, and with no shots for either player, it was a good old-fashioned shootout for the hole. Orla with the first putt. Not the birdie she was after, but a pressure-building par to at least ask Sarah the question. And Sarah so nearly had the answer. A great putt, honours even. Orla and Kay still one up, going down the 8th. Just like 6, the 329-yard par 4 8th hugs the lake, running all the way down its left-hand side. 4 handicapper Becky O'Grady showed everyone how to play the hole, setting up a birdie chance with her approach to try and nullify the fact that McGuinness and Farrell had shots at their disposal, and leaving herself with a chance to take their opponents out of the equation. Becky finished just short with her birdie putt, which would have levelled the match, but with their opponents in trouble there was still time for low fives in anticipation of going back to all square. Cue Captain Orla once again. A second dramatic save after her chip in at 3. Orla and Kay headed down the final hole, one up. And there was drama once again. Becky O'Grady left with this putt to at least make McGuinness and Farrell putt for the match. We're used to seeing Becky O'Grady belt the ball 300 yards plus here on Sky Sports. Now, this ball has got to travel, 3 feet and drop in the cup? No. And big story here at the 9th. The number 1 seeds are out. Celebrations in the background from Orla and Kay's travelling fan club as they realise their team is in the final of the American Golf Ladies Championship. They played very well to make top 4 as the number 1 seeds, but we say goodbye to Becky O'Grady and Sarah Chapman. It's congratulations though to number 4 seeds Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell through 2 up and awaiting the winner of our next semi. Number 2 seeds Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy take on Catherine Naylor and Susie Hedges. Gemma Kerr spoke to the players.
It's amazing to have got so far. We've had a really good 2 days. It's been fabulous.
What's your game plan for today?
Just to get to the afternoon final.
Yeah, and play like we've played all the way through so far, yeah.
And what would it mean for you to get through to the final and perhaps even win?
That's so scary to even think about. It's just an amazing opportunity. It really is. So yeah, we've had a fabulous time anyway. So made our final anyway today. So that's good.
And any fighting words before you get out onto the course?
We usually text each other a grr before we're playing.
Yeah, mind blown. I mean,
it's been an amazing experience and we can't believe we've made it through to the semi-finals.
And just tell me, do you have a game plan ahead of today?
Just have fun really and just enjoy the day.
Yeah,
we've never played anything like this before.
And under the pressure, knowing that we had to qualify and that we had a chance because we did well on the first day, I think we had to hold our nerve yesterday, and that was really difficult because we're not used to it. We haven't done anything like this before. So I think just stay calm.
Yeah, we're just going to do our best to have fun
and smile and enjoy it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Best of luck. Play well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It was a similar mismatch in terms of handicaps for semi-final 2, with Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy off 11 and 9 respectively, and their opponents, Naylor and Hedges, both off 23. The ladies in red from Rochdale Golf Club, though, Michelle and Lisa, had far more tournament experience as a team than their Windlesham Golf Club opponents. Michelle putting to half hole 1 and letting Susie and Catherine pick up, and so started the long journey for the teams. At the second, there was a chance to get the scoreboard ticking over. Catherine Naylor's nervous nudge towards the hole, though, never looked like taking the lead, and off they went to the par 5 third, still all square. At 3, Lisa Duffy's nicely flighted approach over the water gave she and Michelle some protection against any shots their opponents might find. And so the shootout began. Susie Hedges from the fringe with the first chance. She gave it a go, but it stayed above ground. Closer to the hole and with a great read from that previous putt, Lisa Duffy had a good opportunity to make inroads. A great effort slid by though. Lisa not happy, with work still potentially to be done. Susie made her pressure putt to stay in the hole look easy, although her post-putt reaction told a very different story. A sigh of relief and some pressure passed back to Lisa. Hole half though, and off to the 4th, all square. At 4, Lisa's trademark match play woolly hat was testament to the fact that some inclement weather was moving in, and with it arrived another shootout for advantage in this second semi-final. No deal for Lisa, but the following putt was conceded, leaving Susie with another chance to take the hole, and with 2 putts for a probable half, all of which sounded much easier than it actually was. The slippery downhill putt, though, was perfectly judged. But there's no golf club in Rochdale called the Concession for a reason. Michelle and Lisa invited Susie to earn the half. All square going down 5 as the pressure continued to build. For a duo with very little tournament, let alone match play experience, Susie Hedges and NAYLOR certainly seem to be quick learners and pretty determined when it comes to handling the tough putts. Another great half, but work might be required on the whole high 5 gig. At 6, both pairs now very much with game faces on, the decent golf continued as they tried to carve out an opening in this incredibly tight match. Lisa Duffy drilled an absolute peach of an approach, unlucky not to finish on the top tier. NAYLOR from slightly closer and with a shot was also unlucky not to finish next to the pin. But once again, a putting shootout coming in over some pretty difficult slopes on the green ended in a gruesome battle, which finally took its toll. Susie Hedges' nerve cracked as she missed this hole-winning putt from close range, followed then by the Windlesham pair's first tactical play of the day, not asking Lisa Duffy to hole out for the half. And as the teams left the green, it wasn't completely clear which of the pairs was more relieved that no further putts were needed. At the par 3 7th, the heavens opened, and in the pouring rain, Catherine found the green with a great tee shot. But in what Black and Duffy later referred to as Rochdale barbecue weather, it was maybe no surprise that Lisa's response was equally skillful. There was just no separating these two pairs, and the battle continued through a half at 8 and on to 9, where Black and Duffy carved out their first genuine chance of the day. Lisa's chip at the final hole in regulation, leaving her that putt for the win, and leaving her supporters on tenterhooks as they watched on. Ask any amateur player and they will tell you, a putt in front of the TV cameras to win a match and go through to a big final at the Belfry is what dreams are made of. No, and could the dream turn into a nightmare? The answer to that question was also no. The teams headed into a sudden death playoff, which finally ended at the 3rd hole with victory for Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy. So it's O'Grady and Chapman versus NAYLOR and Hedges in the 3rd, 4th playoff, but we'll be focusing on the final as McGuinness and Farrell take on Black and Duffy for the American Golf Ladies Championship, and it's coming up after the break right here on Sky Sports. Welcome back to the Belfry. The iconic 10th on the Brabazon awaits our players in the grand final of the American Golf Ladies Championship. And after 2.5 days of tournament play and this morning's semi-finals, this is how the matches line up. O'Grady and Chapman play NAYLOR and Hedges in the 3rd place tie, but we'll be focused on the final as Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy take on Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell for the title. Gemma Kerr spoke to the players as they prepared to tee off for the big match.
through to the final. How does that feel?
Absolutely amazing. Not quite sure how we've managed to get there, but yeah, we've done it. It's been a tough morning, really tough morning.
Can you tell me about your round?
I would prefer not to. It was tiring, very tiring, and we got wet a couple of times and in and out of the rain showers. So, and the golf wasn't maybe our best that we've played this week, but we're going to pull it back out for this afternoon. Yeah. The real girls are going to turn up this afternoon.
And have you learned anything from the semi-finals that you're going to take through to the finals?
We'll probably maybe try and not be as nervous, not look around for the cameras, just ignore them.
Yeah, we were a little bit nervous I think this morning, so we've got there now. What happens, happens.
How does it feel to be finalists?
Absolutely nerve-wracking.
Yeah. I'm just going to say it's the back nine. I'm not going to think about the prize. It's just the second round, the second half of the match.
We can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
Every shot, just every shot. We've
every
no
shot
fighting
counts.
talk.
Yeah,
We've had a
every
really
shot
good
counts.
time. We've had lovely competitors.
Yes.
So we've actually been enjoying every game.
Yeah. There's
no
strategy.
fighting
There's no
talk.
strategy. God, you just hope it's going to come true for you in the second nine.
We've talked them to death on the way round, I think.
Yeah.
And I've just seen you celebrating. Who have you got here today, and what does it mean to do well in front of them?
We've loads of support.
Yeah, and they're delighted because we're not flying out late this evening, so they're delighted to have something to watch now in the afternoon.
And something to celebrate, perhaps.
Yes, definitely celebrating.
Celebrating all the way home now.
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, best of luck for the next round.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Some incredible memories have been created on this hole down the years, and now today's finalists have a chance to make their own piece of history. And the final started well. Michelle Black and teammate Lisa Duffy into position A off the tee on the 241-yard par 4 10th. The 11 and 9 handicappers from Rochdale Golf Club knowing they'll need some solid play against their higher handicap opponents in this final. Kay Farrell, playing off 24, joined Michelle down the middle of the fairway. She and teammate Orla McGuinness off 16 had already taken down the #1 seeds in their semi, proving they have what it takes to get the job done for a famous victory. 9 holes of match play golf for the title and the big prize then. Let the games begin. Great tee shot from Kay Farrell, and she would dearly love to throw down the gauntlet with this shot, but no, hasn't caught that right. Well, got 2 bounces out of that on the water. I'm not sure that will be any great consolation. And now the door open here for both Black and Duffy to stamp their mark on this final early doors. Michelle Black then. And this looks like a very good shot. Beautiful iron into the middle of the green and an uphill putt left. And if lowest handicapper in this final, Lisa Duffy, can follow her teammate into the green, then it's safe to say that the Irish pair of McGuinness and Farrell are in trouble already, and it's another cracking shot. And what a way to start this Ladies' Championship final by the 2 Rochdale Golf Club players. Well, a bit shell-shocked, I think, Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell, but they've still got a chance. They've got a shot here at 10, and that will do nicely. McGuinness from the bunker onto the green for 4 net 3. Last chance saloon then for Lisa Duffy. Not to be, so neither team able to make the putts count at 10, and off to the 11th, all square in this ladies' final. We'll see it on a few of the holes today, but effectively the shots cancelling each other out for McGuinness, Farrell and Black, so a straight shootout between those 3. And Michelle Black will not be happy with that putt. Never really had the line, and that has sailed by, and partner Lisa Duffy watches on. She may still have a role to play in this one, but at the moment it's all about the players with a shot. So net par opportunity here for Orla McGuinness. It's another tidy putt, but just sneaks by, and that follow-up putt conceded. Quick debate here as to whether Michelle Black is going to be putting first, and she is. So still a chance here for Black to put pressure on, and she's done that very nicely, and the Irish fans a little nervous here. This is a big test for Kay Farrell, usually deadly with the putter in hand, but this is a whole different story. So putt for a half at 11 for Farrell. It stays above ground, and first blood is drawn in this ladies' final. Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy go 1 up. There wasn't much to report from the par 3 12th, some tense, sketchy putting until Kay Farrell finally rolled this one in for the half. Some cause for celebration though, as they headed to 13, looking for chances to level the match. At 13, Lisa Duffy punched a great shot in under the breeze to the apron to set up a net eagle chance and pretty much guarantee a worst-case scenario half. Oh, cracking shot from Lisa Duffy. And no wonder she's smiling. And Orla and Kay look worried. They're on the back foot again. And that shot from Lisa just taking a little bit of pressure off this putt for Michelle, her teammate. Didn't quite get the roll on that putt, but it'll keep. Lisa Duffy will be the player that influences this hole unless Kay Farrell can tuck this one away. Nice strike. Really good roll as well. Oh, that is unlucky. What a cracking putt from Kay Farrell under pressure. Follow-up putt conceded. But now she and teammate Orla are just going to have to stand and watch because Lisa Duffy has this for net eagle, but effectively 2 putts to go 2 up. It's a nice start, but still nervous watching for husbands and teammate alike. She's played the hole brilliantly. Can she apply the finishing touch? 2 up after 4 holes in the ladies' final, and things looking very good indeed for Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy. The par 3 14th awaits the players next as Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell look to find a way back into this final against a team that couldn't look more cool, calm and relaxed out there on course. The conclusion to the American Golf Ladies Championship coming up after the break, right here on Sky Sports. Welcome back to the Belfry and the American Golf Ladies Championship. The 2 pairs have moved to hole 14 on the Brabazon, and Rochdale Golf Club's Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy are 2 up in this match play grand final. Let's get back to the action. No player has found the green at the par 3 14th, so it's all going to come down to short game once again. And that chip offline from Lisa Duffy, she won't be too pleased with that. And it's not given much of a read to her playing partner Michelle Black. Change of heart, change of clubs here, coming from the fluffy stuff at the back of the green. And deciding against loft, and she's going for the putter. Well, she's seen her line, but she's got to punch it through this grass. And this is going to come out hot. And on these slick Belfry greens, past it goes by some distance. Now, does that mean chances for Kay Farrell and Orla McGuinness? Farrell then, from the bunker. It's okay. Again, it's run on, but she'll have watched that line all the way back. And not for the first time today, Orla McGuinness with a chance to save the situation. But no, gave it her best shot. She was determined that that one was going to make it all the way, but that's her role in 14 done and dusted. Lisa Duffy then, 2 putts from here, means that Kay Farrell, watching on, will need to hole that return putt for a half. And that is going to be good enough to force the issue. So that putt conceded, and it means that 24 handicapper Kay Farrell has got to do it all again. She's got to make this putt for a half. Great part of her game, but this is real pressure. Not this time. Black and Duffy go 3 up with 4 to play. The end looks close, which means defending champions Sarah Cooper-Olsen and Maggie Hopkins are in the final moments of their reign. Gemma Kerr is with last year's winners.
Ladies, you came here to the Belfry defending champions. Have you had a good time?
Oh, we've had a really fun time. Lots of laughter, like we did last year. We met a family last night, didn't we?
That's right, yes, father and son. They'd said they were inspired by last year's
interview with us.
Yeah.
They said it looked so much fun that they entered because of us. It's just been lovely.
We recognise you.
We felt like royalty, and yeah, I've been tweeting so much this year, just kind of hopefully growing the game for the ladies, because that's what we need to do. The ladies' golf game really needs that motivation, and competitions like this really help push the game forward in the ladies. Yeah. We want to come back next year, so we're going to try and get back next year because we've enjoyed it so much. It's been a wonderful time, and it's just a shame we haven't managed to defend our titles, but we've had such
That would have been nice. That would have been a good
next year
weekend.
maybe.
So the reigning champions bow out gracefully. Back to the 2017 final now, and could the par 5 15th be this year's Field of Dreams as we prepare to crown Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy? Or do Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell have a history-making comeback in the locker? Let's get back to the action. Michelle Black with the first chance for her team to get the job done right here with a long-range effort. No, stays above ground. And that means that, well, for another few minutes at least, the Irish pair of Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell are still in this tournament, still in this final, but they are hanging on by their fingernails. Is this the moment? Lisa Duffy's chance to close this final down with another long-distance putt. Good strike, but it's just wandering away. But that's close enough to the hole, I think, to be conceded as well, yes. So McGuinness and Farrell then are going to back themselves to half this hole to at least prolong the final to 16. They've got two chances to do it. Kay Farrell first, races it by. One chance gone, one chance left, and it'll be Orla McGuinness to try and keep her team in this final as the champions in waiting watch on. They've had a fantastic tournament, but on the back nine, McGuinness and Farrell have just run out of steam. Last chance saloon. And it's all over. There was a distinct feeling of inevitability about the latter stages of this final as Orla McGuinness and Kay Farrell's fantastic journey comes to an end. For Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy, though, the journey is just beginning as they claim the 2017 American Golf Ladies Championship title with a convincing 4-3 victory. In the third-fourth playoff, Becky O'Grady and Sarah Chapman took the win over Catherine Naylor and Susie Hedges. Congratulations, though, to the winners. Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy collect their trophies from Daniel Gathercole of American Golf. Gemma Kerr spoke to our new champions.
Ladies, you are the winners. How does that sound?
Amazing, yeah. Absolutely amazing. We're so absolutely thrilled to bits. Yeah. We really are, really thrilled.
And what were your highlights of the event?
Some really good play yesterday and the day before, and a birdie on the 18th at the Brabazon. That was my highlight of my golf anyway. But the rest of it, I think American Golf have been amazing, the way they've treated us, and fantastic barbecue last night and all good fun. Really well looked after. Amazing.
Yeah. And how about for you, your best bits?
Watching Lisa's golf on the first day. I did contribute a bit more today and yesterday. But yeah, just an amazing time. Great to spend it with friends as well.
Yeah.
And our husbands have come as well, so it's been great.
And what's the reaction been like from friends and family?
Amazing. The support we've had from friends and family has been lovely, and the ladies at the golf club. I mean, it was great to see our names in the local papers, weren't it? Rochdale Online. That was quite entertaining.
It was really good, yeah. But all the good wishes and everything we've been being sent, it's just been amazing from everybody. They've been fabulous.
Brilliant. We'll have fun in Mauritius.
Thank you. And we've had lots of offers for new caddies in Mauritius.
They've played fantastic golf all week to take the big prize, the trophies, and their place on the Championship Tour Honours Board, along with all our winners so far this season. Well done to Michelle Black and Lisa Duffy. 13 down and 4 to go as we move on to grand final number 14 of this incredible and diverse season. Next week, the seniors move into action, after which we'll have just the individual 9-hole pairs and scratch events left on the tour calendar as we continue to crown champions every Tuesday on Sky Sports until we unwrap our pre-Christmas season review. That's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. And if last year's senior championship was anything to go by, I think it's fair to say that next week we can expect the unexpected. We'll see you then.